ladies and gentlemen, listen, we've got a congratulations to hand out, and then we're gonna get out of here. Our good friend of the show, Joe Exotic, is once again engaged to be married. Yes. Oh my gosh. Joe Exotic engaged to be married. I'm almost positive. Yes. Okay. Here we go. We love a good love story.
What are we doing?
Joe Exotic, made famous in the Netflix series Tiger King and currently serving time in federal prison, said he's engaged to his fellow inmate in Texas and hopes to get married.
What are we doing?
Love that for Joe. Exotic, whose real name is Joseph Maldonado, we all know, is currently incarcerated in a federal medical center in Fort Worth, Texas. He submitted a marriage application to the federal prison to wed fellow inmate Jorge Marquez and apparently Flores. I'm sorry, I think it's Jorge Marquez Flores. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Joe Exotic, forgive me. He announced the news released on Wednesday. Maldonado was convicted in 2019 on 21 counts, including 19 counts of wildlife crimes and 2 counts of hiring a hitman to kill animal activist Carole Baskin.
What are we doing?
And of course, he's still serving his 21-year sentence. His fiancé, 33-year-old Jorge Flores, originally from Mexico, I'm sure he's in jail for a very minor crime that probably wasn't his fault.
What are we doing?
Is serving time for, immigration-related issues.
What are we doing?
So what better way to make those immigration issues go away than to marry the guy you're hooking up with every night in the cell block than Joe Exotic?
What are we doing?
Oh my God, his family's going to be so proud. He came to America. He went to prison. He's getting out of prison. Then he's going to get a job and he's going to have a husband. His family's going to be so excited for him to know that he's married to a celebrity, none other than Joe Exotic. According to Joseph Maldonado, both men are optimistic the prison will approve their marriage application and have high hopes that Maldonado's appeal will succeed. He hopes the two could be released from prison mid-2025.
What are we doing?
In a news release, Maldonado also requested a presidential pardon from both he and Flores, of course, as well as asylum for Flores. So not only because when Joe was in jail when Trump was president, Joe Exotic was screaming from the rooftops to give him a presidential pardon because he doesn't believe he actually wanted to kill Carole Baskin.
What are we doing?
He wanted a pardon from Donald Trump. He wanted a pardon from Joseph Biden. And he's going to continue for pardon. So now he's added 2 more to the docket. He not only wants a pardon for his crimes for his fiancé/future husband, he wants all of his documentation and his United States citizenship to come along with the wedding gift.
What are we doing?
I wish someone that is president or wins the presidency would do the right thing and pardon me so I can move past this nightmare that my own country has caused for the last 7 years of my life, Joe Exotic says. He wrote in a news release, "All I did was build a zoo, and some people were very jealous. Then I was put in prison by my own country."
What are we doing?
And that's all Joe Exotic has to say. He wants you to know he's happy and he's ready to get married to his cellmate, the new love of his life. And so, dudes, listen, we have the opportunity. I don't know if we're going to do it or not, but we've got the opportunity to have Joe Exotic on this podcast.
What are we doing?
We reached out to what we're almost as certain and what is being used as his primary and official Instagram page. And basically, Joe's ready to be on the podcast, but his stipulations are a little... Listen, if you thought Kamala Harris had demands for Joe Rogan, Joe Exotic has demands for the Wad Pod.
What are we doing?
Joe Exotic says audio only, and he's requiring a hefty fee, okay? In order for me to acquire Joe Exotic, and I think it's only 30 minutes, it might be 60 minutes of his time, audio only, no video, because he's in prison, no webcams in prison. They can go live on TikTok somehow, all of these prisoners across the United States, but Joe Exotic can't do a video podcast.
What are we doing?
And so it's merely a situation where it's audio only, which I'm kind of okay with, but he wants a fee. I need to reach directly into my own pockets and pay this man a fee. And of course, he's promised me that he is the real Joe Exotic. It will be him on the call. Now, we've heard him on plenty of people's podcasts as of late in the past, so it sounds like the real deal, but I don't know, guys. Do I pay the $150 Joe Exotic requires to be on this podcast?
What are we doing?
It seems a little sketchy, but I think I might be willing to take that risk for you guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. $150, yes or no? We could, in fact, well, not in fact, but in theory, we could pull that money from Patreon. But considering it's nothing but cobwebs over there, and I lose money every week on this podcast paying my goddamn clipper, shout out to Jeff.
What are we doing?
I'm going to see him tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to see Jeff tomorrow, and it's going to be a killer freaking time. So I got to go. Listen, we might have Joe on or not. We may or we may not have Joe Exotic on this podcast. We will see.